New Nintendo patent appears ahead of expected Switch 2 reveal. Nintendo's latest filing adds weight to expectations it will use DLSS style upscaling. So I read the headline for this, and at first I was a little bit skeptical just because of the fact that it mentioned, Nintendo having a patent. Just because I've had my issues with Nintendo and patents, you know what I mean, in regards to some of the videos I've done regarding them doing patents with, game mechanics and everything like that. I'm not the biggest fan that they've been doing that recently because it's been kind of hindering the gaming world in my mind. But when I read this information here, I thought it was actually something to look forward to, especially with the Switch 2 coming out, and something that can actually benefit Nintendo in a positive way that I don't feel would necessarily be a negative towards, other game companies or gaming as a whole. So per usual, I'll go ahead and look over the article here, we'll give my thoughts as we go along. So we'll go ahead and get into this. So, a new Nintendo patent appears to support claims that its Nintendo Switch predecessor will utilize DLSS style upscaling technology. A patent filed in July of 2023 but published on Tuesday describes a system of machine learning that can convert images of one resolution into a higher one. DLSS, deep learning supersampling, or similar technologies work by using AI to upscale the resolution of games, effectively allowing developers to achieve higher graphic settings and better frame rates on weaker hardware. And that's one of the things I'm really looking forward to is the fact that, with the Switch 2, I feel like more than likely it's still going to be a little bit behind as far as the technology goes compared to like the PS5 and probably the Xbox Series S. So seeing this information coming out for the Switch 2 has me, pretty excited because like I said, more than likely the technology is going to be behind. So hopefully the games that they're going to be coming out with will look very clean and will still have a beautiful image to them compared to, Sony's and Xbox's games in that regard. So, Sony recently launched PlayStation 5 Pro utilizes its own upscaling technology, ESSR, at a platform level, while AMD's FSR is a popular solution on other consoles which is utilized on game by game basis. It's been reported previously by VGC and other outlets that Nintendo is planning to utilize a DLSS style technology on its next system, which could provide significant advantage considering the technical constraints faced by portable devices. And again, that's one of the things that I'm kind of hoping for is that we'll be able to actually see more cleaner games and hopefully higher frame rates and everything like that. Because I know that that's a big issue when it comes down to the Switch and the games on there, whenever playing on like a TV or something like that versus just the handheld. As noted by journalist Laura Kate Dale, the new patent mentions using upscaling technology to reduce overall game size to fit a modern game onto smaller capacity physical media. For example, game cards. The example given is that a game with native 4K textures might need a 60 gig download, but a 1080 native version might only need 20 gigs, which would allow it to fit on a 32 gig Switch cart, the current max size Nintendo produces for Switch 1. The idea being to do a 4x upscale on the device in real time. And then we got I don't think it's a tweet, but whatever the blue sky or whatever they call them. Perhaps the most interesting piece of this, after a lengthy read, is that one example use case given is explicitly to reduce overall game size to fit a modern game onto smaller capacity physical media, e.g., Switch carts, which get exponentially more expensive for large cart capacity. And that's one of the things too. I don't know exactly how much capacity the Switch 2 is going to be able to hold on its cartridges, but I feel like it should be able to be more than the 32 which the Switch 1 has available. So if they do have it so that it can hold more than likely this technology will come even more in handy because they can probably fit larger size games onto it, which I think would benefit everyone in the long run in that regard. So who knows? They might have it so that it'll still be a 32 gig, capacity that the Switch 2 games will be able to hold. But if they do have it larger, I feel like that will lead more potential for other AAA games, if anything, to be able to have the potential to be on a Switch, which would be pretty cool in my opinion if they can get that through and it can actually work right. So Nintendo previously published an AI upscaling patent in 2020, which describes the process's potential use in cloud gaming, in which cloud-based systems could send a compressed, low-res image to the player's device, which would then upscale using AI to reduce latency. The latest patent was published on the same day that alleged image of Switch 2 internal hardware components appeared on Reddit. If accurate, the images appeared to confirm previously hardware spec rumors suggesting that the new console will again be powered by Nvidia hardware. Nintendo has yet to officially reveal its Switch predecessor, but the company has confirmed plans to do so during the current fiscal year, which ends in March of 2025. And I did see some information that there is potentially some information that's going to be coming out on the Switch 2 on the 8th. So it's about a couple days from now. So that's just a rumor. There's nothing set in stone in that regard, but they were saying that any Nintendo fans out there, just keep an eye out for that date, January 8th, because there is a potential for them to actually mention something that might be coming out. So alleged images of Nintendo Switch successor appears online in September, showing a design not too dissimilar from the company's current gen console. And that's something I'm kind of hoping might not be the case. I hope that the images that did come out for the Switch 2 were, maybe I don't know about fake, but just weren't what the company was actually going to be coming out with, just because it really does just look like a Switch in the overall scale of things. So I am kind of hoping that the Switch 2 will look a little bit different and have like its own unique design to it, as opposed to just looking like the Switch 1, but just a little bit different, slight changes here and there. But who knows? That's part of the reason as well why I haven't really come out with any videos in regards to leaks and rumors coming out about the Switch 2, because I really don't want to actually mention something until there is some definitive information that's coming out from Nintendo themselves, as opposed to, Reddit users and people online just kind of giving what they think might be the case. I do want to wait until, we do get some actual information from Nintendo, and then from that point on, we'll go ahead and check out what we got on our hands. So I think that'll be kind of what we're just gonna have to wait for. So overall, I think this is good news. I think this is really cool because I feel like this does have the potential to have it so that we can see more games on the upcoming Switch 2, as well as, more the potential for AAA games to actually be on there, which I feel like would be a really cool thing. So something we can actually play that's, an upscaled game on the go kind of a thing. I think that'd be really awesome. So those are my thoughts on that. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Were you guys looking forward to the Switch 2 coming out? If so, what is it about the Switch 2 that you guys want to see most? So if you guys can let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments, if you guys could like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you guys have been watching this long, I really appreciate it. It means a lot. And yeah, until next time, Harmonic out. Peace.